Thank you very much for helping us out, answer these questions. So when we have these questions here, we see that there are scriptures associated with them that kind of give us some clues in terms of helping us to find the answers to these questions. So before we go into the first question, let's read a couple of scriptures just to kind of make sure that we get the answer right. So Callie, let's have you read for us Exodus chapter 9 and verse 17.
Okay, so that's Exodus 9, chapter 17, and that reads, "Are you still behaving arrogantly against my people by not sending them to me, or sending them away?"
Thank you. And then we're going to have Jade read for us Psalm 66 and verse 6 and 7.
He changed the sea into dry land. They crossed the river on foot. There we rejoiced in him. He rules forever by his might. His eyes keep watch on the nations. Those who are stubborn should not exalt themselves.
Excellent. Thank you. So here's our first question. Why did Pharaoh not listen to Moses and Aaron? And I think, Olivia, you have a nice answer for us?
Pharaoh was arrogant and stubborn.
Yes. Excellent. And then Evan, how about you?
Pharaoh did not love Jehovah. He was arrogant and stubborn.
Yes. So nice common theme there, arrogant and stubborn. And they really portray that very nicely in the illustrated Bible story. Now for question number 2, we have another nice verse there that gives us a clue. Numbers 12:3. And we're going to have Olivia read that for us. So that's Numbers chapter 12 and verse 3.
Now the man Moses was by far the meekest of all the men of the face of the earth.
Excellent, thank you. So now we have our second question here. How was Moses different from Pharaoh? And I think we're going to have Callie start us off with that one.
Well, Moses was different from Pharaoh because, as it stated in Numbers 12:3, Moses was by far the meekest of all the men, and Pharaoh was a stubborn man and only got for himself.
Yes, that is so true. And then Jade, we'll have you also.
Moses was different from Pharaoh because Moses was humble and meek, and that was completely different.
Yes, that is so true. So that's a nice example that Moses sets for all of us. So now we have our last question here. Again, we have a couple of verses that gives us a nice clues to the answers to this question. So the first one is Psalm 37 and verse 11. And Evan, can you read that one for us?
But the meek will possess the earth, and they will find exquisite delight in abundance of peace.
Excellent, thank you. So now I think for this last question, we're going to hear all of you give comments for this one. So this question is, why do you think it is better to be meek and mild rather than arrogant and stubborn? We'll start off with you, Callie.
Well, it's better to be meek and mild rather than arrogant and stubborn because, as stated in Psalms 37:11, the meek ones will possess the earth and they will live in a new paradise earth and enjoy everlasting peace.
Excellent. Olivia now?
Now the man Moses was by far the meekest of men. Those that are stubborn make Jehovah angry, but those who are meek make him happy.
Excellent, thank you. And now we'll go to Jade.
In the Bible, Jehovah says that he will only save the meek and mild and not the arrogant.
Excellent. And Evan?
The Bible promises that the meek will possess the earth.
Excellent. So those are definitely some nice questions that really get our mind thinking, isn't it? It really helps us as children to really try to really follow Moses' example. That's going to help us as we're going over this illustrated Bible story to help us to become disciples, just as our monthly theme is. So we thank you all very much, young ones, for helping us out in that part tonight. Don't we appreciate it?